I'm about to hit you with a question that's going to change the game for you and your styling business. The question is, do you have a business or do you have an expensive hobby? Before we jump into today's video, my name's Lauren Messiah. I'm a stylist, author of the book Style Therapy, and founder of Style Boss Academy, the online business school for stylists. Now, I've come across a lot of stylists at various levels in their career. People who just have a dream to be a stylist, people who've been styling for a couple of years. And the thing that I've noticed that drives me the most crazy is they're not really running a business. They think they're running a business because they have a website, they have social media, they've had a few clients. That does not mean you're running a business. What they find that they're actually running is what I call an expensive hobby. Because you're doing all these businessy things, but you're not running a business, essentially you're just wasting money. So it's the same as having a hobby, it just has a lot more expensive supplies. Like if you want a hobby, take up watercolor painting. It's gonna be a lot cheaper. So we're gonna go through the list of qualities that an expensive hobby has and the list of qualities that a business has. And then you get to decide which one you have and which one you want, okay? If you have an actual styling business, you have a clear plan. You have a clear plan on how you want to make money, how you want to serve your clients, how things operate. You don't necessarily need a formal business plan. Some people believe in those, some people don't. Me, I'm a true blue entrepreneur. I just want to get down and dirty, have my plan my way, and just freaking execute. But we need a plan. The other thing that a business has, a real styling business, is they have a steady flow of clients. They have a steady flow of clients, which means they have a steady flow of income. People who say they have a styling business, they have like one client, and then 2 months go by with no clients. Then they have 2 clients that month, and then no clients, and then 1 client, and then none, and none, and none, and then 1. That's not a business. There needs to be some predictability in how your clients are coming in and how many. We can't predict the future. We can't make people do things that they don't want to do. But when you have a real business, you have a general idea of how many clients are coming in, which seasons are high seasons, which seasons are low seasons. Another thing a real styling business has is enough income to actually live off of, okay? Now, sometimes there's different seasons in the growth of your business. There are seasons where, yes, we're starting a business. We have a real plan, we have a real strategy, we're doing the things, but you still need a part-time job to support you. Or maybe you're in side hustle mode, but you're taking the steps to actually build a business so you can actually live off of it. I've been an entrepreneur for 13 years now, and this is just how I make my money. I know it's coming in, I know I can live off of it, I know I can pay my people, I know I can do all the things because I have a real business, okay? The next thing that a real styling business has is predictable income. So this goes hand in hand with the steady flow of clients, the fact we can live off of our money, is we have a steady flow. People who have an expensive hobby, they don't really have that. Just as it's erratic of when the clients are coming in, that correlates with the income that you're bringing in. So you want to make sure that there's like a predictable flow of income. Like this is the least I'm going to make this month. I'm projecting for a high month and I'm going to take these actions and they're going to bring about these results. That's what real businesses do. And the final thing on the list for a real business is real businesses invest in the growth of their business. Real businesses know they have to invest. They have to invest in technology. They have to invest in supplies, in coaches, in education. They have to take risks with their money. That's part of the entrepreneurial game. That's part of the business game. What I see a lot, people who have an expensive hobby, is instead of investing in growth, expensive hobbies, they invest in things like their wardrobe. I can't tell you how many struggling stylists I see who are carrying Gucci and wearing Prada shoes, and they ain't got no real kind of business. Their business is in the red and they're dressing like they freaking made it. And stylists will trick themselves and say, ooh, fake it till you make it. No, you just broke, okay? You just fake. You fake ass. Real businesses invest in their growth. They invest in the future of the business to create more predictable income, to create more clients, more revenue, and live an even more incredible life, okay? So let's get into the list for an expensive hobby. First thing that if you're doing this, you definitely have an expensive hobby, is you're winging it. You're always winging it. Oh my gosh, I need money. Let's wing it and see if we can get a client. Let's wing it and put together a styling package. Let's wing it and just put together an Instagram post for the day. Real businesses don't wing it. Expensive hobbies do. Expensive hobbies, their clients are sporadic. Oh my God, I got a client. This is so cool. But they don't actually know how they got that client. They just got it. Like, that's cool. Businesses know if I do this action, this is the result I desire. I can track it and figure it out, and then I can replicate that and do it again and again and again and again. Expensive hobbies are like, threw some spaghetti at the wall, sporadic, winging it. Here's a client. Oh, no client now. Oh shit, need to go back to my job. You got an expensive hobby, baby. Expensive hobbies typically live off of their 9-to-5 revenue. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's transitional periods that have to happen when you're going from 9 to 5 to eventually going into entrepreneurship. But if you're so like cracked out on that 9-to-5 salary and then you're wasting your money that you're making from your styling business on clothes and other BS, then this is your hobby. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with having a hobby. There's nothing wrong with having a side hustle, but understand that's what you have. I remember when I first started my personal styling business, I was like coming off of a 9-to-5. I had another business that I was running, and taking the personal clients, I was like, fun. This is like shoe money, like fun. But then the more I got invested in it, I was like, no, this is a real business. I need to do real business things, okay? Expensive hobby, everything's a guessing game. Revenue's a guessing game. How to price your services is a guessing game. Guess what? Real businesses don't do that. They know how to strategically map out their pricing. This is why it drives me crazy when people DM me, Lauren, how much should I charge my styling services? Couldn't tell you. I can tell you the formula how to do it, teach you how to do that inside Style Boss Academy, because there's other business factors that come into play to figure out your pricing. But expensive hobbies are like, I don't know, this sounds good. I'll just throw this price tag on it, see what happens. And again, what I mentioned, but it's at the bottom of the chart, you invest in your wardrobe over your business. So if you're finding yourself in the expensive hobby lane, first of all, you don't have a business, and maybe you decide that you just want it to be a fun side hustle for shoe money, but then we get to make different decisions. We get to make different decisions, and we don't waste all of our money on branding and websites and all these things that are just outside fluff that actually don't move the needle in your business, and just decide this is just fun. If a client randomly finds me and wants me to dress them, fun, extra money. But if you want a business, if you want a styling business with a clear path, steady clients, steady revenue, predictable revenue, growth, blowing your own freaking mind, come over to the dark side, baby. Come over to the dark side with Lauren as your guide. The dark side meaning the awesome side, like freaking rock and roll music. If you want a real business, that is possible. You just have to know that it's gonna take some work to get there, but it's so freaking rewarding. So I'm curious, do you have an expensive hobby or do you have a styling business? Drop it in the comments below, and also drop what you want to have. So if you said I have an expensive hobby, let me know if you want to have an actual business, okay? First great step for you would be to download my free ebook. This is Book Your First Styling Client, and I'm giving you 5 success secrets for turning your dream job or your expensive hobby into an actual business that makes money. So the link is down below. Go ahead and download it. It's completely free, and stay tuned because this spring Style Boss Academy will be reopening and taking on new students so you can turn your passion for fashion into a profitable business. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.